Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Farad. I'm come from University of Indonesia, majoring in Geographic Information Science in the IISMA program at just University of Putra, Malaysia as my place of study. I majored in computer science and the course I took including business analytics, pattern programming and mobile application. For business analytics course, I learned about the role of analysis to find out the business potential through the use of various analytical software. Then pattern programming, I learned about problem solving and solution that can be provided through the Python programming language. So that this course also can also predict case with syntax content in the programming language. Lastly, the mobile application. In this course, I learned how to make applications that are useful and generate significant profit with the help of structured programming languages such as JavaScript and the others. Oh yes, the place where I was shooting in is on Bukit Expo, as you can see in there. This place is quite iconic for the student at 2 p.m. because they usually spend their visit time here, such as reading books, doing sports, and the others. The first time I heard about it was through broadcast message from sent by my friend in my program study a month before the registration closed. At the time, I didn't know what is my word, but after looking for the information, I was interested in joining it because this is an opportunity for me to study abroad. And even though I don't have high expectation about it, but I have prepared first kind of document to register for IISMA programs such as certificate English proficiency, CV, academic certificate, essay, and so on. I did all the preparation for just 1 week before the registration closed. After after passing the file or documents stage, I'm very happy and worried about the interview stage because I've never been interviewed by someone, including to get a scholarship. At the time of the interview, I was a little nervous for fear of giving a satisfactory answer, but a month later, I was declared to have best programming ISMA, an achievement that I had not previously expected. Happy and sad I felt. Step is to prepare the documents such as passport, immigration permits, study abroad permit, and of course student visa and UPM students acceptance letter. This process took a long time because many of these documents were only received a few weeks after the submission process. Besides that, the departure process was also postponed due to uncertain COVID-19 in Malaysia. So our departure was postponed until March 2022, which was supposed to leave in August 2021. An experience that I will never forget and difficult for me is the process of applying for student visa at the Malaysian embassy in Jakarta. What makes this ever unforgettable and difficult for me is that every supporting document must contain detailed and correct information. Require permit letter to enter the embassy, which has waited almost a week to get it. And there requires a valid PCR result and with negative result. If with positive result, then we are not allowed to enter embassy. And of course, it will hinder the student visa application process, but everything passed smoothly. Arriving in Malaysia, I have to undergo 7 days quarantine period starting from 3 March until 9 March 2022. During quarantine period, I do activities that for me are quite productive, such as studying and making the video about departure, reading news about COVID-19 in Malaysia, trying to compare the taste of typical Malaysian food that I got during the quarantine period, which I think is very different from the taste of the food I have tried in Indonesia. My first impression when I touched down in Malaysia was about the amazingly well-organized and good infrastructure, especially for the roads infrastructure and residential building. In Malaysia, the main road is a highway that can be traversed by motorbike and other line vehicle, and the majority of residential buildings in Malaysia are in the form of super block, which means that in the area there are houses and shops to support people life. The cultural difference that I experience is of course the way of dressing. Here the Malaysian people are very happy to use their traditional clothes, especially women. They often use traditional clothes. The name is baju kurung in their daily activities. Then the culture shock that I experienced here was the application of Islamic law, which was very thick in society, but it didn't cause harm to non-Muslim communities living in Malaysia. For me, this is very rare culture. Okay, when I first joined a class of course that I took, I was very happy because I got new knowledge, new friend, and new experience. The beginning of the lecture week, I had a little problem in language because I was a little confused when the lecturers explained a material using English with a Malay accent. But after time, I was able to overcome the problem. Then the way of training learning style applied by the lecturer at UPM is slightly different from the way of training and studying with the lecturers at my home university. At UPM, every week there are two class sessions. The first session is lecture session and the second one is laboratory or practice session with different types in each course that I take. With the different ways of practicing and studying, it certainly changed my study habit a little, which I previously applied at home university. At UPM, I do more exercise, especially for the language exercise, because if I didn't do more exercise, I wouldn't understand the material given by the lecturer. So I think this habit is also important because it encouraged me to think more logically. In the middle of the semester, there are exams. This mid-exam has a 20% off portion of the assessment of the total assessment for one semester. From 3 courses that I took, I was not satisfied with the result obtained in the Python programming course because I got very small course, I think 5 out of 220. This is because the test system I got was a paper-based test, which means I have to write some sentence into paper that I don't know whether the sentence is right or wrong. Learning from there, I decided to study together with my classmates to understand more deeply about this comments in Python programming and increasing the intensity of my independent practice after class. And the activity that I usually do after class is do sport with other international friends, such as friends from Malaysia, India, Germany, Korea, Japan, and France. From this, we usually discuss with each other about their culture, their and social life in their respective countries, and from that we can understand the other people's culture as well as Indonesian's culture. And after finishing my study in Malaysia and returning to Indonesia, of course, I will change my study habits, which I previously applied in Malaysia, because for me this habit has brought many positive influence to me, to my personal and academic life, especially my mindset as a student. And then after returning to Indonesia, I will attend first course or training related to programming because for me, programming is important for my future life after I gained knowledge related to programming while studying in Malaysia. And then one thing that really influenced me was my connection with the international community. From that connection, I learned many things about the culture, social life, education system, to infrastructure from various countries. Then from there, I also got positive habits from my academic and personal life, which I then applied after returning to Indonesia. What made the experience unforgettable for me was when my friend and I took a road trip during the holiday. From that road trip, I got an unforgettable experience, especially in terms of learning about the culture of each region we visit. Because during the road trip, we interact with many Malaysians. We were also able to try special food of each region that we never had before. So this is my very unforgettable experience. And what has become a most valuable moment for me is being able to unite me and my another worthy of from IISMA UPM who come from various universities in Indonesia and from various regions as well as family bond. This family bond that I will always remember and valuable for me because we have faced many challenges while participating in the IISMA program, and we have also succeeded in facing this challenge together. The aspect that I have to implement in Indonesia and my university is the education system, especially the use of English during the lecture, which I feel is very important for every student and lecturer to gain a connection with the international community. I will try to apply this aspect to smaller environments such as family and friends in the neighborhood where I live. After that, I try to apply the larger environment such as during lecture when I gather with my classmates later. Of course, this will be a big challenge for me, but me and other IISMA UPM friends also help in facing this challenge. And then the commitment that I started when I accepted the IISMA program has not changed this time. Although in the future there will be a slight change, but it still gives a contribution to the development of IISMA program, my university, and also Indonesia. I'm officially IISMA biased because IISMA opens up opportunities for connection with the international community. able to go abroad.